Hey everyone, welcome back to Evony with Genghis. So, big news today in Evony. First, I wanted to talk about Battlefield of Guatemala. BOG was canceled a day ago, and the good news might be that we might end up with only a 1 week season for Pink Wings. So, if that does happen, and there actually is Battlefield next week, and it's 1 week season, really good for people, especially maybe if you got knocked out of All Stars in the first week or you didn't make it and you have a lot of speed saved up, because people who are in All Stars generally don't use speeds in Guatemala anyways. They save them for Constantinople or something more important. But they definitely won't be using it in Guatemala in 1 week season during All Stars. I don't know what happened with that. Like, weird email. Evony said, due to people not being able to log in, we canceled it for the day. But, like, there's been all sorts of problems historically in Battlefield in, like, slot 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And I woke up during slot 2 and already had that email. And they've just played on. And then sometimes, like, people get stuck in Battlefield for hours after slot 1. They don't do anything about it. So I don't know what to think of it. But I know what to think of this. So check this new pack out on servers. This is a $99 pack for only $1. What do we think of the value here? Sappho, who was given away for free, 5,000 gems, 1.5 million of each resource, and wow, 5 stamina. Does this seem like a deal for new players or what? This is really good. Hard to believe they'd give away a $99 pack for $1, and they're saying this has 80,000% return. I guess they're basically valuing Sappho at $98.99, because the rest of this is like $1. I don't know, but she was free, so what a ripoff. Now the big news. Evony is cutting Ymir chests in half, the rewards in half, but giving another chest, a surprise safe resource chest, which the resources inside of it, people will not be able to steal from you. So that's good news for players who are small and get attacked by people, right? People aren't going to steal all of their resources. But it's really bad news for people who have alts and want to attack those alts and take all of the resource. Now you're going to have to transport or just not have alts, because I think it's pretty safe to say this ain't the last thing Evony's doing against alts. Like, they have been attacking people with bots and alts and removing accounts. They've done this now. There's some stuff that, I don't know, people think Evony's done some stuff to some monster scanner apps. They shut them down, they come back, they pop back up, that sort of stuff. All circumstantial stuff. We don't know, but what we do know is Evony seems to not like alts in the game right now. So let's look at what this means. When consuming resources, unsafe resources are consumed first, followed by safe resources. So let's pretend you're a small player with 20 billion resources and you have 10 billion safe resources and 10 billion not so safe resources. Well, what that means is, if you're going to do some construction and it's going to cost 10 billion of each, you're going to use the not so safe ones first, and then that remaining 10 billion, if it was a 50-50 split, cannot be taken by anybody. So you're going to see I bet you're going to see some trolling going on. You're going to have some players who set themselves up to show that they have a lot of resources, and someone's going to get excited to attack, and it's all protected, and it's just going to sit there and someone can't take it. Oh, going to be some frustrated people out there. So let's look at what we see here. So this is going on, by the way, on server, I think I heard like 1191 is a number that sounds familiar. And I also heard it on something like 979, I think. So this is on a few different servers. They're beta testing it. But obviously this is coming Evony-wide, because like, no one's going to write Evony and be like, this was an amazing idea. No, everyone's going to be like, this sucks. So it really doesn't matter what we think, and this is going everywhere. So right here, if we look, congratulations, you just gained the following items. So this is a little confusing, because if we look here, it has 2 different chests. So this looks like it's inside a resource chest, or maybe it's inside the super safe, I don't know. But you can see the split. It's half and half, 6 million of each. So that looks like a Y6. But if we go to the inventory here, you could see safe lumber box. Open those, no one can plunder them. And then any other picks? Yeah, so that's basically all my picks. The rest of those were failed video attempts by me for this topic. And yeah, so I'm assuming that this is going to put a real big hit on resources. I'm curious, actually, what's this going to do to people who sell resources? Is this going to drive the price up because there's less to sell, so supply and demand? Or is it just going to be like they're just going to stop? They're just going to say this ain't profitable. I got to work so hard to sell. I don't know. But the big thing is going to be people who have alts. Obviously, this is going to affect those accounts because it's not going to affect anyone's main account. Because let's face it, if you're a main player, you're on a NAP server, or you're just a decent sized player, or you're in the top alliance and no one attacks you, who cares if your resources are safe? This doesn't improve your quality of life in the game at all. So it's pretty clear what's going on here, especially with the pattern of what Evony's been doing for about the last 4 or 5 months with their attack on alt accounts. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about it, and like, subscribe, leave a comment.